Well, hello everyone. It's your girl Karaleise. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Today we're going to be talking about how to add story points to your user stories in Jira. Now, I am Karaleise and I make a lot of videos about Jira and Confluence and Scrum and how to become a business analyst. I help you grow your career. So you can check out more on my website, carolise.com, where I have tons of resources over there for you to download articles, free templates, case studies, all kinds of stuff for you to be excelling in your career. If you're working at all with software development projects and software development teams, you're going to find my website very, very helpful. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to add story points in Jira. So you're looking at my backlog right here. There is no sprint yet. It's just a list of all the things that we have to build. And let's say that this is what your backlog looks like. And as you can see right here, this is where you would normally see the story points, and it's all empty because we have no story points assigned yet. So on the backlog view, you can see story points from each individual story, but Jira also accumulates the totals for you of all the story points that you have in the backlog, and they put them in three categories. So everything that's not yet started will be added up and shown in the gray circle here. Everything in progress will show in the blue, and everything that's done will be shown in the green. So let's say I wanted to add a story point to this story. I click on the story, and typically Jira will open up in the side panel view, which is pretty convenient because you can see the story as well as see the actual list of backlog items. But sometimes when you want to, look at all the details, you have to scroll a bit to get down to it. So I like to click on the link right here to take me into the bigger view of the story. So once you click on the link for the actual user story, not the Epic link, it'll take you here. So you're able to see more details. And right over here, you will see, in this case, the story points. So if you're not seeing story points, it could be that it's just not pinned. So if you come in here and it looks like this, it means that you have no value in your story point, and it's probably not a field that's been pinned. So it'll be under the More Fields tab. So you click on More Fields, you should see story points there, because story points is a default field from Jira and will always be there. You don't have to create it, right? So here are the story points. And let's say the team said, well, this story is a 5. So in software development projects, we typically assign story points based on complexity, and we use the Fibonacci series to do that. So the first story point that they assign for either story, it would be 1, for example. It's a very, very low effort story. And then a little bit more complex would be 2, because 1 and 1 gives you 2. And then after that would be 3, because 2 and 1 give you 3. Then after that would be 5, because 3 and 2 give you 5, and so on and so forth, right? 5 and 3 give you 8, 8 and 5 give you 13. And that's how the Fibonacci series goes. And that's how we typically number our stories: 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. We typically don't go past 13 because 13 story points is a large story that will take up the entire sprint. And you don't want to have stories that go across sprints, right? So this is where you put your story point. You click on the little check mark here, and now your story point is recorded. And if you were to go back to the backlog like here, you would now see that the story point is assigned to that story. And under the not started, because that story has not yet been started, it now accumulates it to 5. If I were to go to another story and add a story point to this story, let's say I make this one an 8, then you could see that now the story point total is 13. And let's do one more just a good measure. Let's make this one, let's say, a 2. All right. So there you go. Now we have the totals being added up. As you add story points, it's starting to show you how much of this total story points are waiting to be done. And this is a great view for the product owners, product managers to have an idea of what's been worked on and what's left to do, and how complex is the work that's left to be done. So if I were to change the status from, let's say, to do to in progress, now you see the number will change to say, okay, we have 13 to do and 2 in progress. And let's say I change this one to be in progress as well. And now that number will change, right? So this really does give you a good indication in terms of how much work is still being worked on, and how much work is left to be worked on, how much work is done, and the number of effort that it took that was estimated by the developers. So there you have story points. It's a very useful tool, a good measure of complexity. It's really just an estimate, but it's an estimate that you have to capture in Jira like this to help the team to be aware of what's going on, tell the managers to know what is the level of work that's left to do so that everybody can be very, very clear. All right. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope that you learned from this. And if you want to actually practice in Jira, then think about joining my membership program called the Back Office Club, where we actually have live sessions. Business analysts from around the world join and we discuss their ongoing projects. If you're new to the field and you've never worked in the field before, you can also join and you get exposed to the real world of work. And we train you, we help you to get ready for your interview, we help you to just be aware of what the world is like. You dive in to the world as if you had a job. It's a really good experience for you if you've never had a job. And if you already have a job, it's great for you to be exposed to what the rest of the world is doing and to excel in your career. Actually, this project you're looking at is an ongoing project that we have on the Back Office Club, and this is our Jira board that we're working from. So you get to go into the tools as well, not just Jira, but DevOps, at Slack, and Confluence. So you get access to the tools, you get access to a chat mechanism, so you can talk with the different members, and you get to be a part of the live events. It's really very vibrant. We are the world's most interactive business analyst community, and that's for a reason, right? We're always doing something. So think about joining us. Go to backofficeclub.org to join. And I hope to see you there. And also check out my other videos. I have tons of videos that can help you to excel in your career and to learn more about Jira as well. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.